Yes!
Oh no! Hi and welcome to our channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah and you will be meeting Luke soon. And that is Molly. Come show everyone your bone. This is a channel about our life off-grid in Portugal and we share different aspects of our life. Now this week started pretty well. We knew that it was forecasted for rain for the whole week, so we were excited too, but we also had to prepare a few things. And because we were expecting heavy rains, we wanted to do one of the top things on our to-do list for this winter, which is put a roof over the goat house. Now the goats already had a roof, but we had used the old clay tiles from our ruin and they were a little bit leaky, so come winter we didn't want anything to be dripping on our precious goats, and we managed to change that in time.
Down to the goat house we go. I'll sort these into good and bad, and the good, I'm hoping I'll be able to build a little extension over here. Maybe I would say maybe 2 meters off of those posts there, of those beams, and it'll be a place to store the hay and their food and stuff like that. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
Alrighty, done.
We were short about 20 tiles, but we do have about a week's worth of rain coming tomorrow, so it's a good test to see how waterproof it is, and if we have any leaks where we put the old ones onto the new ones, Yeah, we'll just
We'll
buy
have to
20
buy.
new tyres, it's no big deal.
Because they don't fit exactly.
No,
Very
they
good.
don't. We'll see how it goes. I'm
Yeah.
happy we got it
No
done
Molly.
just in time because of the rains that are coming, so hopefully at least most of it where the goats are is with the new tyres, so they should be fine. And we'll see what it's like.
It's forecasted 6 days of rain, so
Yeah.
it should be a good test.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sorted. Another thing off the list.
Yeah! So with that done, we welcomed the rains with open arms because we were ready for it. But then the week took a very, very fast decline in happiness. And I will tell you why, and it is a very sad story. And it is the reason why now it's noon and the chickens are still in the coop, and so are the guinea fowl. We have a lot of wildlife on our land, but it hasn't affected us that much. Before, Molly chases them off. We've got wild boar digging around. I mean, they are making a bit of a mess, the wild boar, to tell you the truth. There were some really nice patches of grass and now they're gone. But that's not a problem. They're still really beautiful to watch and we like that. We have eagles and one had taken one of our guinea fowls, which is pretty sad. And there's foxes and there's mongoose. But we haven't experienced anything close to this massacre that we experienced this week. So this fox has decided to invade our privacy and put our numbers down. And we have 2 less chickens, one of the small ones that we had, and one of our best laying hens, Henrietta. We've had her since the beginning. And he just snapped her neck and ran away after Molly chased him, or her.
Okay. Just a fox just attacked us. I don't know what he got. He had something in his mouth. Let's see who's missing. Okay, there's Salty. You can see the guinea fowl mostly because they're the young ones. Whitey. There's the little one. Guinea fowls are all there. Okay, so who's missing? Henrietta? And the other one I haven't seen yet. Henrietta? No, the baby's here. First thing in the morning, it's what, 9 o'clock? Henrietta and Edna. Never had a fox so close before, that we know of anyway. Ah. Oh shit. No. Yes. Henrietta.
Oh, no. Well, today is not a good morning. I'm just going around. There's only one guinea fowl baby and one big guinea fowl. I just put 3 chookies in there and closed the door. And I found one baby guinea fowl dead just down close to the goats. And we're missing 1 chookie and 1 baby guinea fowl. It's really hard to get them in. We had a fox attack a couple of days ago and we lost Henrietta, which was our oldest chookie. And yeah, we're being very careful, but you can't be careful. We have to see what we're going to do about it, because we're going to end up without any animals here, without any poultry. Now the fox knows where to come. It's going to keep coming. I haven't found 1 baby guinea fowl. I'm hoping that she or he is hiding. And the other 2 who are running around, the other 2 baby guinea fowl who are just walking around, I can't really grab them and put them in because they fly away for me. But till I go out with the goats, at least I know the chickens are okay. And then we'll see what we're going to do about it. Either I get all the chickens out only when I'm out here. Yeah, it's very sad. And I have a feeling that the fox maybe ran off with the other guinea fowl, because when we heard the noise, we came running out and Molly went chasing it. So, and I can't find the other baby one. And for a brief second I saw one of our chickens, but I can't see her anywhere now, Salty. And I don't know where to look. Hopefully she's just hiding because of this terrible trauma. Guys, do you want to go inside? Okay, maybe I can coax them to go in because I don't want them out here. Guys, you stay in, okay? Today you're staying in, at least you're nice and safe here. We're getting them out when we're here, but it's still not a foolproof plan. We were thinking, even though we're against making a chicken tractor, it's not a good option because our land isn't meant for a chicken tractor and it's all rocky and we'll have to... It's going to be hard to move them around and they're just not going to be free range anymore. But we have another problem too, because the guinea fowl, there's no point in keeping them in a cage. Now, if we're going to put the guinea fowl also in this chicken tractor, they're not going to go around and eat the ticks, and that's the whole point of having them. And now, yeah, we don't know what to do about it. So this has been a super sad week. But if that wasn't enough, we also have some other bad news to share with you guys. And I will let Luke explain. But stick around to the end because this isn't going to end on a bad note and it's going to end positive because our land is so beautiful right now and I appreciate everything I have so much more now that it was so easy to take the lives away of our chickens and our guinea fowl.
Hey guys, so over the past, I would say, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, we've gotten loads of messages asking us what's up with the digger, why is it an ornament, you know? Well, I'll tell you the quick story. I mean, we bought it and got it here, worked for a couple of hours, ran out of fuel in this position, obviously. Yeah, so we refueled it and bled the carb, and then it didn't want to start, and the starter was failing. So we were knocking it with a piece of wood. Then the battery died. I bought a new battery. Didn't want to start. We ended up with a new battery. Didn't want to start. So we thought it was the starter, banged it a bit more, and then we ended up hooking up some jump leads to my mate's Jeep, to my mate's Land Rover. And it started, ran for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then mid-cheer, we just heard the biggest bang ever. So I wasn't really sure what was wrong with it. But I did mourn it for a while after that because it's been sitting here for 2 years now. And then about 3 or 4 months ago we decided let's try and sell it because there's no point having it here just rusting away. And a guy came to see it, this Portuguese guy, got a mechanic, and he noticed that the starter was hanging out off and it had broken off. So I figured that when we were knocking it, and maybe the previous owner even, maybe created some cracks, and then with the force of 2 batteries of it kicking in, it ripped off. Now I don't know anything about diggers, this is just from bits and pieces of information I've gotten off people and subscribers. So one of the people who asked us a few questions, which I'm going to not mention his name because he prefers to remain anonymous, is a digger mechanic and driver or operator, and he has contacted us. He's so awesome to help us basically. So he said he'll be driving down to Portugal eventually and maybe he can come and have a look at it and help us out. So I've been communicating with him and he's been teaching me a bit about engines and stuff, and also Alex from the Tapipas. Hello Molly. Hello Molly. No, I'm okay now. I'm not upset anymore. She's such a good service animal. She sees me upset, she comes and kisses me. I'm talking about the digger, so she knows, I think. This anonymous person told me to get some photos of the starter and where it's ripped from so we can see what the problem was and all this. And once I was in there, I realized I think I can get this starter out. Now I was told you're gonna have to get the engine out and all this and cold weld it on, and I don't even know what that means. But when I looked at it, I said, I think I can get in there. So I ended up taking it apart, managed to get it out, and it was ripped from the 2 mountings, just 2 bolts, and the mountings were ripped off. And I thought, okay, maybe if we get a new starter, we can fix it. So I got this renewed sense of hope and joy after I had mourned it for so long. And I contacted a friend in Malta, Max. He's just so awesome. At first he said he's going to get it, he got it for me for cost, and I'm telling you, the markup on these things is unreal. And anyway, and he got it sent over, and 4 days ago it arrived, and Alex from the Peepas came round to help to show me how to put it in, because I have no idea. I mean, I can take stuff out, but to put it back in, I don't know. It's Christmas time! Look what I got! Anyone, can anyone guess what this is? Molly, what is it? It's a present. Come and see. Did it. Any guesses? It's a starter for the digger. Thank you, Max, my mate from Malta. He sent me this at cost, which is awesome. Excuse the language. Let's see if it fits. After that, I wasn't filming. We tried to put it in, but there seems to be something in the way, some kind of bracket. And then when Alex had a better look, it wasn't good news. And not the best of language was used anyway, let's put it that way. So one of the con rods, or connecting rods, I didn't even know these things existed before that day, bust through the engine block, as you can see. And when Alex was under there, we had a closer look at this bracket, and it turns out it's a connecting rod inside the engine that bust through the engine block. And we found this steel of the hole that's been punched out, which I didn't see before. So from what it seems, from what Alex told me, is that most probably the previous owner must have heard this, I think they call it a low knocking noise, something to do with the pistons and connecting rods and I don't know what. And probably decided to sell it because he knew that there was expensive problems ahead. And he found a twerp like me who knows nothing and went to buy a digger without any mechanic with him. So I obviously deserve this. So obviously my fault. But what really sucks is that I kind of mourned it and got over it 2 years ago. And yeah, now it's just like you get this renewed hope. I was so happy opening the package and then back to the same conclusion of this digger is finished, to use a mild word. So I've been weighing up my options and getting the advice from this anonymous subscriber and Alex and my friend in Malta, Max. Max also just let me know that he gave us the starter as a Christmas present. So Max, really, I can't thank you enough. It's so awesome of you. I mean, even just the cost was amazing, let alone the whole thing. It is a bit too much, to be honest, but anyway, thank you so much. So yeah, with everyone's advice now, I've got kind of 3 options, I think. One is to attempt to rebuild it, so get the engine out. Alex has he's an awesome mechanic, but he's not a digger mechanic. So I think between him and the anonymous guy, because he is a proper digger mechanic and operator, maybe it can be done, but hopefully we'll be able to pull the engine out, and maybe Alex can take apart some of it and then pull the engine out, so when Mr. Anonymous comes round he can actually diagnose it and see what makes most sense. Option 2 is getting a new engine, so I contacted my mate Max and to see what he can source, and at least we'll have a price. And option 3 is to scrap it. So for now we're in limbo, can't really afford to spend loads of money on it right now, so we'll probably have to wait. Maybe it makes more sense to sell it for scrap, depending on what price I get. I'll look into that. But anyway, I don't want to bum everyone out. We're always trying to keep positive and everything, but between the Fox and this renewed heartbreak, it was a real kick in the teeth this week. But we all have bad days. You know, this living off grid and all this is no exception. But anyway, we'll end on a positive note. and the land is just looking so amazing, eh? All the green has come out because of all the rain over the past 5 days. There's a lot of water about. In fact, the pond down there is starting to fill up, which is awesome. Anyway, I'll leave you with Sarah. She's got some footage of her taking the goats out as usual, but it's really green and watery.
Daisy and the Susie, and the Daisy and the Susie. The Daisy and the Susie, and the Daisy and the Susie. Turn, Daisy, turn. Wow, guys. Wow. Before I start playing this nice music of a friend of mine, I would like to say a huge welcome to our Patreon family, Emma of the Whelans. And Antoine, thank you so much for upping your contribution. We appreciate it so much. Now, last week we posted a video about a fundraiser that has started, Teamseas, and it is doing really well. I want to tell you that now they've raised over $12 million, and a couple of you guys, thank you so much for contributing. I'm putting the link in the description, so if anyone wants to contribute, you can do so by clicking on that link, but you can also check how much has been raised, and it's pretty fun watching it going up. And also thank you to everyone who has been encouraging us to learn Portuguese. It is going really well. We are really enjoying it. Now let the music play.
Choose a face and put it on. Start my day where I belong. I can see it's all a game. Why my tears forget my shame. I don't know where I have been, and I don't know
Daisy.
if it's a sin. Ask the questions we don't know, the answers to. Let's start the show. Start the show. I'm shouting out, I'm shouting clear. Lord, oh Lord, He won't appear. Fix the colors in the sky. Fix the problems in my eyes. Ease my sorrows, ease my woes. Save my heart and save my soul. I can see we have so much. Let's open up and learn to trust. Let's learn to trust. Don't forget that the day will bring the morning. The light will chase the night away. And all those thoughts you only dare but think alone will disappear without a trace. 'Cause it's here. Let's not fear a state of mind. State of mind. I don't know where I began. I don't know where it will end. All I know is I can see past my grasp, beyond my knees. Day to night, night to day. My conscience haunts me all the way. Freedom comes when it's explored. State of mind can't be ignored. Or be ignored. Don't forget that the day will bring the morning. The light will chase the night away. And all those thoughts you only dare but think alone.
Shall I sit in between both of you? Why did you sit so close to Meatball? Hey? Meatball's giving his feet a really good rub. And you're a very clever girl. You're a good girl. And Meatball's a good boy, ate it today. Today he's good.